meditation and one is involuntary meditation, have we ever observed how this process takes place within us? It's not just an act about going and picking up a particular meditation posture, say a yogasana, or a particular application of technique. This is much beyond that. These are the superficial levels. These are those processes that will actually impact your within. But the process that is going deep down within, what is voluntary and what is involuntary? I will come to it later. First, let's begin with what meditating on nature actually does to you. This is so vivid within itself. It's a combination, it's a synergy of the vulnerability and the planning. Do we actually know the root? The root that is actually that takes place in the plowing of plantation. Those roots are actually full of network as huge, as vast as the network of a human mind, or for say that matter a computer. These are minor examples. This is actually huge and vast. The comparison, the network that root and plantation has, there is no comparison to that. They have an inherent ability engraved within them that is given that power. With that, the supreme power has given them that power of networking. It is so vast and strong. You cannot even imagine how strong networking. This is why the roots are intact, the nature is intact, and the trees don't start walking with us. The mountains are intact. The gravitational force that Almighty has given the plantation, the plowing, you know how it takes place. They have strong exchange of information within them. They have exchange of information within them, and that is that quality which is in there with us also, because that Almighty has made us with the clay, with the same nature, with the same Mother Earth on which we are living. The Mother Earth is not separate from us. The properties that are there in Mother Earth, those are the properties that are there within us also. We just need to reach and unlock its potential. Do you know, when you meditate in the surrounding, it activates, it wakes something up within you that actually enables you to strengthen the connectivity power within you. The networking power multiplies rapidly. The exchange of information, this quality, this networking quality which is there in the Mother Earth, you transmit that quality within you, which is already there within you. You transmit more of it to activate that energy, and it starts processing within you, which is why I say meditation is voluntary as well as involuntary. Even when you choose to meditate on Mother Earth, whether you choose or you are being chosen is something I will discuss later, but this is firstly very important. This is that process we are talking about, which is taking place within us before we make a plan of action. Before we know of it that we are actually going to do it. Mother Earth, the nature, actually attracts us. And the few of us on whom she plans to work on, only those people are able to reach that nature, because it is actually not nature that's functioning. It is that supreme power that is functioning. Nature is instrument in bringing the growth within us. Nature is instrument in connecting us with that supreme power. It is that direct link that connects us with that supreme power. It activates the thinking power that is within us. Whenever you close your eyes, that moment your sound meditation begins. This is how it takes place. Seldom do we realize the very fact that whenever we start to go for a process, for the beginning of any process, or we begin something, for instance, say when you prepare yourself mentally to meditate on nature, the Mother Earth, and whatever the surrounding you have around you that has been gifted to us by that Almighty, when this is the intention you have in your mind to connect with the supreme power, there is a sub-pseudo process that begins inside of us. Coming to make a clear observation of it, it is so much subtle and deep down within us that it is only when we actually make up our minds that we will make a clear observation and catch that intention. That is when you're able to you get a strong hold of it and get a strong catch of it. Coming to believe, Whenever you say you want to go and just go and drink water because you're thirsty, you go and involuntarily your hand goes to the water bottle and you drink a water. But whenever you make a clear thought that you need to drink water, not because you're thirsty, but water is good for your health, and then you go and drink that water bottle, that will not be involuntary. But the benefits and the impact of that drinking of your water and when you drink of water out of thirst are two different impacts. Think of it. There was a process that began when you involuntarily thought of drinking water. You thought you're doing it involuntarily, but that was actually not involuntary. Before you got out of your bed and before you went to that water bottle, but actually a process deep down within you began. With the help of whom? With the help of those 5 forces, the elements, quark, the force, earth, matter, the planet, the mother earth. This is how the quantum world works, isn't it? Before you do any particular action, a sub-action within you, a process within you, a pseudo process within you, you don't even realize it, but it begins to form. And this is how exactly the Mother Earth works. When we need to meditate on Mother Earth, I tell many of the people who ask me that do I combine some sort of meditation technique when I choose nature to meditate. You do not choose nature to meditate. Nature chooses you to enable you to meditate upon it. Know this for sure. This abundance, this nature, whatever we have in gift, this is the direct connection with that supreme power, that Almighty, that direct link which that supreme power, the creator, the Lord of the universes has given to us to connect to Him. The grass that we see, that we walk on so simply, it's not that simple going within that grass. The things are not that simple as we see. We have taken nature for granted. Whenever we see a beautiful flower, we just go and pluck it. We see the soil, we walk on the soil, we walk over the grasses. We don't even forget about realizing the impact and the power that the nature has been blessed with. This is the direct connection. Do you know, whenever you go out and meditate on the surrounding, outdoors meditation wakes something up within us deep down, which is very, very important and powerful in our day-to-day lives. It makes and activates that alertness so strong, that intuitive power so strong, that we develop the aura within us which actually gets aligned with the energy of the universe, and we are able to connect with that supreme power and gain the abundance which is for us in the store in the universe. We don't even realize what meditation can do to us when done with the help of the surrounding. People ask a general question that when I choose to meditate on nature, what is this mat thing? What mat exactly should I choose? And I often correct them that who's choosing who? The sentence needs correction. Who's choosing who? I will come to it later. First, let's address this concern of a general concern which people has, and that is which mat to use. No mat to use. Okay, if you want to use some mat, you can, but I suggest there is no need. Mother Earth in itself is the mat. Mother Earth is itself is the best thing to meditate on. If there is no danger of any animal bite or anything, and if the grasses are not hurtful, or the place you're choosing to meditate on is not hurtful, it's not going to hurt you in any manner, then just sit and begin with the process. Don't plan so much, because see, meditation, voluntary or involuntary, I'm again coming to it, but before that, let's know, planning too much of anything and something so pure and so natural so as to meditation, that is actually bringing you down to your inner self and connecting you with that aura, with that supreme power, and you are hitting that particular stage where you can actually get into exchange mode with the Mother Earth. You can take in the Mother Earth, the healing properties, the quality. See, meditation is not always, people always go, what is the right technique of meditation? There is nothing called right technique of meditation. For instance, if you actually have in your heart to connect deep down with something, with that energy which is unknown to you. And in the quench, in the thirst of that energy, you just want to meditate. You can sit on your bed or you can walk and you can just go on a meditative mode. This is meditation. This is meditation, deep down, strong, intuitive meditation, which is done without any planning. I'm not saying meditation done with a particular technique doesn't have good. These have very strong benefits and effects also. They have impact also. But then the natural form of meditation, that is not doing anything also, that also has a different impact on your mind. Deep down, do nothing. Just keep yourself loose and take deep breaths down your belly. Choose a very comfortable position for yourself. Don't go for any strong yoga asana, any strong meditation posture. Doing that also will yield you result for sure. It's not that it will not yield result, but this kind of natural meditation, and especially when you take the help of nature, Mother Earth, then go for complete unplanned meditation. I tell you, go for unplanned and make it as natural as possible. Just make sure the dress and the clothing that you do, your dress material needs to be very light and complementing. The color shouldn't be very, very vibrant. It can be vibrant, but it shouldn't be such that it's hurting the eyes. The color should complement the surrounding. It should be as simple, as raw as possible, as organic as possible. Planned meditation, when you fix a particular mat and you fix a particular, there are so many things that come to your mind. This will happen, I'm going to do this. Then more and more thoughts you're taking it within you. Don't plan when especially you're going for Mother Earth meditation or you're taking the help of nature to meditate. Don't go for any strong planning. Just let the rawness within you come out, because actually this is that organic self you're looking within yourself, because those have that points, that energy points, that if you strike the chords right with, this will empower you with that kind of networking resource and that energy that will actually attract the abundance from the universe. This is our ultimate aim, isn't it? Reaching out to that supreme power is not for the sake of charity. We want something out of it, we want result out of it. So if you want result out of it, then you have to perform accordingly and you have to go as raw and as organic as possible in your intention. Your intent should be reaching that highest potential of yourself, so that you can seek the will of that Almighty, you can please the Almighty, and you can gain all form of abundance that is there in the universe for you. That is in store for us. We just need to decode that power and take the abundance and throw out negative bad luck from our lives. This is the ultimate aim of meditation, of actually coming to know yourself and seeing yourself as those elements of quark, force, matter. This is how it is. The material world is that matter, that black matter, as the scientists call it. You may call it black matter, dark matter, or white matter, it doesn't matter, but it's actually the matter, the force, the power, the energy in which we all are floating. Since we are in this material world, we want to make the best of it. So meditation is that tool which is connecting you with the Mother Earth and that supreme power. Take the qualities of the Mother Earth. Take the properties, the healing properties of the nature. For that, just begin the process of your meditation. This is one thing you need to keep in the mind. Do not let yourself distracted even by the source of the sounds. Listen to everything. If your eyes are open, do visual meditation. Look at the flow of the river. Don't think of from where the river is coming and from where it is heading to. This is again distracting you to the outside world. Focus yourself inward. Do not focus on the source. Focus on the end result that you're seeing. Whatever you're seeing in the present, not even the end result that's going to take place. The end result for us in the meditative state is the very present moment. It is the river that's for your sight. The smell that you get from the dewdrops or from the wet clay, that is the smell for the present moment. Don't think that the smell is because there's been rain or rain is going to come. If you hear thunderstorm or the wave is very cool, don't think of it that is it going to rain or it's not going to rain. It's not our concern. Our concern is presently what the nature, what the Mother Earth is offering us. That tranquility, that silence, that soothing, healing property, that is our concern. What can you see presently, visually? And when you close your eyes, what are you feeling? Don't go to explore the causes and the sources of those feelings. Just feel it. You just need to feel and stop thinking anything. At times, even certain things which we mistake to be a part and of the practice of meditation, that it's the nature actually which is attracting us. For example, you're hearing raindrops and you think that is this the month that it should rain? Is this the rainy month? Is the rain natural or unnatural? This is again a part of the nature, but this is distracting you. Don't let nature distract you. Nature will actually not distract you. It's the wandering habit of your mind that actually distracts you. Even in nature, which is so raw and organic, even in that, the wandering mind finds some way or the other to distract itself. So keep in your mind that you have to keep nothing in your mind. Just see, feel and observe. If your eyes are open and if you're not seeing anything, if your eyes are closed, don't let thoughts come in your mind. Rather, if there are images of the surrounding, for example, you're hearing chirping of the birds, if a bird is coming, the image of a bird is coming in your mind, let it float. Let it float. Don't make any effort of ruling and controlling your mind, because that department now you have given it to the nature. So the surrounding will do that job of disciplining your mind and focusing it inwards. You don't do it. Don't try to rule. Don't try to discipline. The networking and healing qualities that are there in the surrounding, that will transmit within you and activate that point of life energy we have been talking about, because it is that very point that needs to be activated, and you will experience something that you haven't experienced in many years of the lives that you have spent in so many other things other than focusing inwards and activating that life pranic urja, which is the source of all the abundance in the worlds, in this material world and in the world inwards, that is the world of that supreme power.